Welcome to ICEF Monitor's weekly news roundup, keeping you up to date with all the latest trends and developments in our sector. I'm Lucinda Bowden, and here are this week's top stories. China remains an indispensable student recruitment market. Despite the disruption of the pandemic, Chinese students still want to study abroad. Also this week, Estonia has been named Europe's newest education powerhouse. The Baltic state is growing in popularity among international students and continues to build its foreign enrolment. And Australia is allowing international students to work more hours in certain critical industries. It's due to acute staff shortages because of Omicron and isolation rules. Don't forget to subscribe to our website icefmonitor.com for additional market intelligence for international student recruitment. Despite the disruption created by the pandemic, China remains an indispensable student recruitment market, and demand is still high among Chinese students who wish to study abroad. According to a recent market survey for the Beijing Study Service Association, it will stay on an upward slope. Competition for school places is so fierce in China that demand for overseas study will remain, especially once pandemic-related travel restrictions ease. As for higher education, China remains fertile ground for recruiting. 130 cities have populations exceeding 1 million. The middle class is growing fast, especially in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. The secondary school system is massive, with more than 500,000 students in international K-12 schools. And China's economy is rebounding from the pandemic-related contraction in 2020. Here are the 10 tips for recruiting across China right now. Nurture your network of schools, agents and alumni. Enlist the help of satisfied current students through the use of testimonials. Adapt online content for China and bear in mind which search engines are optimal. Google commands just 2.3% of the Chinese search engine market. For your website to even be found in China, you have to invest in being discoverable on Baidu or Sogu. Consider more targeted recruiting. Align your career services with the job in China market. Invest in video marketing on sites such as Douyin, Kuaishou and Bilibili. Monitor your social media. Consider targeting smaller cities. Investigate the entire customer journey and check your mobile performance. Recruiting successfully in China today requires more sophistication than in the past, because much of the opportunity lies in identifying new markets and student segments within the country. Identifying excellent agents and partner schools with a presence in target cities is essential for gaining the local understanding required to achieve good results. Estonia has been named Europe's startup hotspot and one of the safest countries in the world, and is increasing in popularity among international students. From just 885 students in 2007, the Baltic state, which is located in northeastern Europe beside Russia, now hosts over 5,000 international students and is considered a new education powerhouse. According to the BBC, Estonia is outperforming major European economies, including the UK, in influential global education tests such as PISA. Even before COVID, Estonian students were being educated in a system that placed great value on digital learning, with an e-school system through which a high proportion of homework and grading has been done online. Estonian master's programs are the most popular among international students, followed by bachelor's degrees and then doctoral programs. Attractive to many students is the startup culture in Estonia, which owes much to Estonia having one of the most competitive business tax rate structures across the EU. Eero Lunum, the head of study in Estonia, has told ICEF Monitor that the field of IT is a draw for many students. Estonia is very famous right now for its digital services and development. It is the first country to offer e-residency, a government-issued digital identity and status that provides access to Estonia's transparent business environment. In our paperless government, all the decisions are done with a digital signature. Blanketed by many parts of forest and national parks, Estonia is also a nature lover's dream and is also relatively affordable. Two Estonian cities, Tartu and Tallinn, have been listed by Business Insider as two of Europe's most affordable cities. Now, serious labour shortages in Australia due to workers having to isolate because of COVID-19 have prompted the government there to temporarily extend the number of hours that international students can work in some critical industries. Previously, all international students have been permitted to work no more than 40 hours every 2 weeks. International students will now be allowed to work for more than 40 hours per fortnight if they are working for an aged care approved provider or Commonwealth funded aged care service provider with a RACS ID or a NAPS ID, working for a registered national disability insurance scheme, enrolled in a healthcare related course and are supporting the health effort against COVID-19 as directed by health officials, working in the agriculture sector, working in the tourism and hospitality sector, working in a supermarket or associated distribution facility located in an area impacted by COVID-19 lockdown restrictions for the duration of the lockdown. There are conditions and academic progress must be maintained. To be able to work for the extended hours, international students working in target industries will be expected to maintain their course enrolment, ensure satisfactory course attendance, and ensure satisfactory course progress. Although there are concerns about students balancing work and study, the Australian government is encouraging international students and skilled workers to return to Australia, at least in part, as part of the effort to boost economic recovery. Well, that's your weekly news roundup from all of us here at ICEF Monitor. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with all the industry trends and developments in the international student recruitment sector.